back to 3P Sports. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to be talking about the Sunday Night Football matchup of Week 1. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers in Denver playing the Broncos. Robert, starting with you, who you got in this game?
I think Pittsburgh is going to take it because to me they're the better team. To me, they've been the most consistent team, year in and year out. Ben Roethlisberger obviously has that partial tear in his rotator cuff, but I don't think that's going to affect his play for this game. I think the running game is going to be a little shy because Mendenhall's out, but they still have pretty good backup. They have the receivers that are they lost Hines Ward, but they also got they gave
Mike Wallace. Oh no, Brown.
Yeah,
Antonio Brown.
And they gave Antonio Brown a big contract.
Yeah.
He should be, the playmaker in this game. On defense, they are old. They're very old at defense, but they still get the job done every year. Polamalu has been, with his concussions, but he'll still should have a good game. Their linebackers are still really good. Linemen are still really good. So they do have Ryan Clark out because of being in the because of having a condition where he can't be at that elevation. Yeah. So he will not play again like he did in the playoff game last year. But I still think Pittsburgh will take it. It won't be like last year. It's like a rematch of the playoff game. Obviously, Tim Tebow's not in Denver, but Peyton Manning still has to show that with the neck injury coming back, he can play. So I just don't. I see Pittsburgh, starting out having a fast start.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's a rematch of the first round playoff game of last year, and I think it's gonna have the same result. I mean, you no longer have the Tebow effect in Denver, which could actually work in the favor of Pittsburgh because they don't have to prepare for a spread option offense, which is obviously not what an old defense is used to. They weren't used to that. So. But at the same time, I think Denver is going to come out good. I do think Peyton Manning, there's a lot of questions. Will he finish out the season? How will his neck hold up? But I do think he's going to play fairly good, probably back to his normal self as we saw in years past. I think because of what I've seen in preseason, he has a connection with Eric Decker, who caught a lot of touchdowns last year with Tim Tebow, and I just saw him catch two in just one preseason game, and he looks sharp. And Demaryius Thomas, if he plays like he did at the end of last season, then they'll have a good offense, along with the combo of Willis McGahee and Noshawn Moreno at running back. We'll have to see exactly what kind of offense they do, like if they're pass heavy, if they're run heavy, because maybe they'll try and take some pressure off Peyton Manning. I'm not too sure, but I do like the Broncos defense. I think they're pretty underrated. I mean, you have Von Miller right in the middle of that, plugging those holes. You have a pretty good defensive line. You lost Brian Dawkins, who was, even though he was old last year, he played good for them. But at the same time, you still have Champ Bailey, who, even though he's old, he performs every year. He's very consistent, and I think that the weapons they have on offense will go through a aging Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and I think they'll get the job done. It's going to be a close game, and this is one you won't want to miss. It's going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, I think Peyton Manning will have a good season. I just think it might be a slow start. He's still getting used to all the receivers, and all the receivers are still getting used to him, doing his change at the line that he always does. So I just think, this game might not be good, but he's going to progress with his teammates later on in the season.
Yeah, which is why I'm hesitant to pick the Broncos because of that. We don't know how he's going to come out after a full year out of football. Yeah. It's his first regular season start, so we'll have to see. But nonetheless, it's going to be a great game, and don't miss it.
Yeah.
All right, well, that about sums up this episode. As always, click the football to subscribe, click this helmet to view our previous episode, and this one to watch the one before that. All right, I'm Dustin.
I'm Rob.
And we'll be back soon.
See ya.